Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Dana. I upload a new video at least once a week, usually something tea related, but I do like to change it up every now and again. And heading into the fall and winter, I'm hoping to be uploading even more frequently because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of teas to try, a lot of fun stuff to do. So if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, you might want to do so now so you can keep up with all of my new videos. Today I have another new tea and it's called Bed of Roses from DAVIDStea. All right, you know the drill. Let's get our tea steeping. This one is a rooibos tea, so we want to let it steep as long as possible. All right, now we'll set this to the side, let it steep as long as we can so we get the maximum amount of flavor. So this is sort of like a wellness collection, like ingredients that are known to like make you feel really good. Some of these teas are meant for like when you're sick, to help you like feel well again. But let's see what this one is all about. So this is a rooibos tea. Rooibos has no caffeine. It's actually like more of an herbal tea. It's not from like the tea plant, the Camellia sinensis. It comes from a completely different plant and it's hydrating and full of electrolytes. So it's a really awesome, beneficial infusion that you can drink. And this one is all organic, so even better. It says, let this calming rose rooibos with silver linden, hops, and passion flower sing you to sleep. That's so cute. The ingredients are all organic, rooibos rose hips, silver linden flowers, rose petals, marigold blossoms, hops, and passion flower with natural flavoring and totally caffeine free. So I guess this is meant to be sort of a calming tea. It almost, this is so weird. It almost smells like wet paint. Has like a really weird, yeah, almost like a wet paint sort of smell. I'm always excited to see teas with rose because I love the flavor of rose. I just think it's so romantic and pretty to like drink rose tea. I just think that's really like pretty and like princessy. But I don't, I mean, I guess I smell the rose a little bit, but it has like a weird like paint vibe. I don't know. It's super compact because there's a lot of tiny pieces. Rooibos are really little, so it's nice and packed in. I love when you can see like big rose blossoms. I love that. I think it's so pretty. But I don't think we're gonna get that here. I don't see any at least. But I do see some rose hips. So here's how it looks all spread out on our plate. A lot of rooibos. So you're definitely gonna get a lot of nice like hydration and electrolytes out of this tea. Here is a rose hip. I see these like little nutty guys. I'm not sure what they are. These little tiny, I don't even know if you're gonna be able to, oh, there we go. These little tiny things that look like a nut. What could those be? Maybe the hops? But I always thought hops look almost like small artichokes. Hops are an ingredient that you find in a lot of beers, like the IPA beers are full of hops. So I was kind of intrigued to see that on the ingredients list. And honestly, I don't really know about silver linden flowers, so I'm really excited to find out more about that. What I think we should do next is go onto DAVIDStea's website and read the information it has there, because maybe it'll give us a little more insight into like what's making it smell like that and what the benefits are of adding like hops and silver linden. I'm super curious. So here's how it looks on their website, and you know what? I don't see in the picture, it looks pretty different because I see actual like pink petals that I assume are the roses, but I don't see any on my plate here. And also, I'm not sure what these guys are. They look almost like cardamom pods, and I don't see anything that looks like that on my plate here. So maybe I'll take a little bit more and see if I can find some of that good stuff. Yeah, I'm looking through and I don't see any petals, like pink petals. I think this might be the best we're gonna get. Oh, it's so small, I keep losing it. Good. Okay, so if you look in there, on the bottom there, you can see one little piece of a petal, but that's all I really see. I don't see any like good big pieces like it shows on the website. So I mean, that's a bit of a letdown. Moving on, how it tastes. Floral and lightly sweet with a fragrant wildflower honey aroma. Now that you say honey, I'm getting a little bit of that. I guess like a little bit of like honey rose. I guess that kind of puts it more into perspective. Yeah, definitely, I smell some honey. One of my favorite teas ever that David's Tea did was Honey Lullaby. It had rose, cornflower, chamomile, and like a really nice honey flavor to it. So I would love if this ends up tasting similar to that. And I guess I can kind of imagine that it could. And then it says, having trouble sleeping? Unwind before bedtime with this sweet and floral organic rooibos, strewn with soothing hops, passion flower, rose petals, and silver linden flowers, a popular sleepy time ingredient hailed for its calming benefits. It's got everything you need to sweetly drift off to dreamland. I feel like the descriptions are so cute and like sweet and like, I don't know, dreamlike. But the actual tea in front of me, like I'm just not, I don't know why. Like I'm not as excited about it, like seeing it as I thought I would be. What makes it great? Trouble sleeping? Sip a cup right before bedtime and let its soothing aromas relax your mind with calming silver linden flowers, beautifying rose petals, and relaxing hops. This organic rooibos is like a spa day in a cup. It's caffeine free, so it won't keep you up at night. So this one actually does have a few customer reviews, which I feel like a lot of the time they don't. I really love that they allow for that now. That's really cool that you can kind of like give an input. And somebody named Karen C wrote, this tea is very calming, or at least it made me mellow out. It left an aftertaste menthol-like flavor. So that's interesting. And then another person said that they tried it iced as tea of the day at their local store and that the rose and honey notes pair nicely and that it was quite refreshing. I'm still really curious about the hops. I said that hops are kind of calming. So let me actually do some research for that real quick. Yeah, they look like little artichokes to me. This is how hops look in the picture. And I don't see anything that looks like that full thing in the tea. But I guess like the leaves, some of these leaves look like they could have came from that. So maybe it's just like pieces of hops. The dried flowering part of the plant is used to make medicine. Hops is used for anxiety, inability to sleep, and other sleep disorders. Hops have been used for well over 1,000 years to brew beer, but it has also been used since medieval times to produce medicine. Today, herbalists and supplement manufacturers claim that adding hops to a diet can improve overall health and even prevent certain diseases. An article came up from the Sleep Doctor that says understanding valerian and hops. I know valerian root because I've had tea with it before, and I know that for me, like it really helps me relax. It's like a natural muscle relaxer. So if it's anything like that, I think we're gonna be good. The teas that I've tasted in this collection so far haven't really tasted how they've smelled. So I guess it's kind of hard to say what it'll taste like from the smell. I just hope it doesn't taste like beer because I don't like the taste of beer. I'm hoping to taste the rose first and foremost, but honey, I mean, a honey note is always welcome in my book as well. So I'd say we're probably about good to remove the infuser. It smells much rosier now than it did dry, so maybe the actual tea will have more of that rose flavor because I really want that. I always am like looking forward to rose teas. When I worked at David's Tea, we had no rose flavored teas. There were a couple teas that had rose in them as like an ingredient, but nothing that was like rose flavor. So when I hear the name Bed of Roses, it brings my hopes up so high, and I just really hope I'm not let down. but it smells rosy. I'll give them that. It smells rosy and honey-like, just like that review said. So let's give it a try. It's good. Doesn't taste like beer. I definitely taste the rose and I love it. My favorite boba tea is a rose milk tea, and I haven't had it in a long time because I try to avoid dairy and like all the sugar in that, but I could totally make a rose milk tea out of this. If I add some milk to it, there's no ingredients that would make it curdle, so I totally could add milk, and I could even like cook up some boba and add that and do this iced. Oh my gosh. It's much rosier than I expected. It's exactly what I thought when I heard the name. It's the perfect romantic sleeping beauty tea. Oh my God. So now that I'm tasting so much rose and like a hint of honey, I'm not really tasting any notes of anything else. Like, it's just so nice. It's so rosy and like honey-like. It tastes like falling asleep in like a field of roses. Oh my gosh, I really like it. It's not as good as Honey Lullaby because I want the chamomile. I like chamomile tea. So if this was like chamomile based, it would be, in my opinion, even better. But the added benefit of like the electrolytes and like the minerals from the rooibos, that's a welcome addition as well. So it's really delicious. I think I'm gonna try it as my nighttime tea and kind of see how I feel, if this is like what I want at night before bed. But it has so many nice ingredients. So the hops and everything and the linden flowers like are all really meant to like calm us. So I think this would be really nice if like you're really nervous about something, like if you have like a test coming up, or you have some kind of like, ooh, if you have a wedding coming up, you know, you kind of get a little nervous and you are a little bit overwhelmed, and plus like this goes with the romantic theme of a wedding, so this would be an awesome tea for a bride. I love the romance of a rose tea. I just think it's so special. With like the beautifying and calming ingredients, I just think it's awesome. This is a self-care tea if I ever did try one. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed my review of Bed of Roses from DAVIDStea. I'm feeling like doing some self-care after drinking this, so I think I'm gonna like chill on the couch, maybe watch some videos. If you've made it this far through the video, let me know some of your favorite self-care activities. For me, I love journaling. I obviously love drinking tea for self-care, taking a bath, doing a face mask. Those are some of my favorites. Let me know some of the things you do. I'm always looking for new ideas to kind of like pamper myself and take care of myself. I was in really good habits with self-care before the wedding, and now after I'm married, I need to kind of get back into the swing of that. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.